Hey, it's MK, and I am here with another Kit Conspiracy layout for you guys today. I am also playing along with Designer Deep Dive by the Paper Snob, who is Tara O'Rourke, over on Facebook, and the Paper Snob here on YouTube. And Designer Deep Dive is where we focus on a specific designer, and this designer happens to be Simple Stories. What? I already am playing with Simple Stories, so that worked out beautifully. And so I thought that I would share with you guys how I love older Simple Stories kits like this. I don't know what the purpose behind them was, because I didn't really pay attention to the product or the manufacturer back in the day. So they've always come out with cut apart cards in, different sizes, 4x6, 3x4s, 6x8s, 4x4s. Did I already say 4x4s? I feel like I did, but 4x6s, these 2x12 borders, and then 6x12 borders. I mean, all different kinds of ways to just almost like pre-make a mini album. So I'm not really sure if Simple Stories was mini album people first, and then they became scrapbookers, or, full-size scrapbookers, I should say, because mini album makers are scrapbookers in a way. They're just on the mini side. But I wasn't sure what the purpose was. And so I am going to share with you guys how I really love, or for my love, well, not really share with you guys because I'm not doing anything special, but I love all the different strips that, I said strips because that's what I'm playing with. I just love all the cut aparts that are within these collections, because all you really needed back in the day was to buy the paper. It's nice to have all the other things, the little pockets, the stickers, I don't know if they came out with embellishments or not. It was nice to come out with, or to have all of those other elements, but really, truly, all you needed was the paper. And so I really wanted to share my love of that with you guys today. So what I did was I ended up cutting out a couple of the solid papers. So this red was a 12x12. The stripe was also a 12x12, but had cut aparts on the back side, had little bingo cards on the back side. And then the 2x12 strips, most of them came from the 2x12 piece of paper. So I'm just going to go ahead and I cut them all at 2 inches, because that's where my 2x12s already were. Plus my ruler conveniently is already 2 inches wide. So I was like, that's perfect. So I'm going to use my ruler as well as all these 2-inch strips to go ahead and just create this diagonal design. And I'm angling my stripes, or my strips, at 2 inches, but then also 2 inches above each other. So they're cascading down 2 inches at a time, I guess is what I'm trying to say, just because that fit really well into the design based off of the fact that I've already got 2 inches going on. So I'm just trying to figure out which way I wanted all of my strips to go, and what pattern looked the best. Was I missing any colors or anything like that? Did I feel like I had too many colors of one thing? But no, I absolutely love how this is looking, and I don't really feel like I have an overpowering of one color to the next. So I really do like how it is coming together, and I like having the little strip of just these stripes, because they're so colorful. And so I feel like, that works out really well there. I was checking to see if I needed to add some yellow, because again, giant pocket, what am I going to do with it? I have no clue. So I was going to check to see if I needed to add some yellow. I'm not going to. I just needed some more red. So perfect. Absolutely perfect. Now these pictures are shenanigans. They are shenanigans at a crafty retreat. I've got Sandy and Janet joining me, and I cannot remember who is taking the picture, to be honest. But we were left at the retreat. Everybody else had already gone back to the hotel. This is one of the retreats where we rent a convention center, and then the hotel is just down the road a bit. And so it kind of does get locked up by the time the last person leaves, and then when the first person comes in, roughly around 7 o'clock. So, but I haven't seen anybody come any sooner, or needing to be in any sooner than 7 o'clock. So, but that is how this particular retreat works, and so we are the last ones in the convention center, and we do a fireball shot. And I know I've talked about this before, so I'm not going to go into great detail about this. And we don't get drunk, you guys. We don't get intoxicated at all. We just have fun. And for some reason, I stuck the bottom of my cup in my mouth, because everyone else is able to they're tapered, okay? They're tiny microscopic solo cups. And so they're wider at the top than they are at the bottom. And some people could put the whole thing in their mouth and then take the shot like that. Well, I'm not able to. And so I was showing that I could put the bottom of the cup in my mouth. But then I could not keep a straight face at all. And I know that that maybe there's a different story that I'm forgetting to tell along the way. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I just remember of why I was putting the bottom of the cup in my mouth, because I couldn't put the top of the cup in my mouth. Yes. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. All right. I have decided that I am going to add some more stripes, because I have the paper, right? I don't like having all these extra little scraps, and I'm just trying to see if it looks good if I add all these pieces before I actually add all the pieces. And so again, I'm just using my ruler, so that way I make sure that they're straight across. And now that I'm thinking about it, I see that I'm going to put a red stripe right across from a red stripe, but I don't know why I did not continue the design. This paper here that I just glued down, and then of course the blue chevron, why I didn't continue that design all the way down so it just looked like there was a break in the design. I think it looks cool the way it is. I don't know why I did what I did though, to be honest. But I do like how it ends up looking, just because I get a little bit more of my stripe and whatnot. And I was trying to avoid whether or not I needed to add something microscopic into the little triangle down there. The very itty bitty little piece, right? But look, my ruler doesn't go 2 inches all the way down, and I can't just leave that little space blank. I can't, you guys. So I'm going to basically find a scrap and put it in that little space. I just haven't found it yet, but I will. But it definitely needs to be filled in, because of the fact that I cannot, I can't leave it down there, because it's not 2 inches. It doesn't work. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut, and of course now I still have more scraps, and I just created another scrap with another red, but that's okay. It'll all work out in the end, and it'll be fine. It'll be fine. But I was hoping that I could use up all the little scraps that I had, but it didn't work out that way. All right, I'm just taking off all of the adhesive, so that way I can put it in my little tray that I have, where I've been keeping all of my what is it called? All of my little scrap papers and cut out sheets that I've already done. At this point, by the time I made this layout, you guys, just to let you know, I have already cut up most of my pattern papers, like the 4x6s and the 3x4s, the cut apart sheets is the word I was looking for. So at this point, I've already done that. And so when I bring in my embellishments, that's where my embellishments are coming from, is they came from what I've already pre-cut out of all of the 4x6s and 3x4s, because I don't need them to be in 3x6s and 3x4s. Instead, what I do is I cut out all of the decorations, and then I end up with a bunch of embellishments, and they're already layered, so I don't have to do anything. Like this one right here. This was on, actually, I think 3 cards. I think it was a little portion of it was on a 3x4. A larger portion was on a 6x8, and then another portion was on a 4x6, the banner piece. And I cut out the 4x6 one and just added some twine to it. And now I've got this great banner piece. I have great layering pieces. I did take my papers to my sewing machine and went ahead and machine sewed my zigzags, because I feel like it just brought all the stripes together. It made me smile. I absolutely love it. I just am giddy about all of it, you guys. So the other elements that I am putting on my page right now are, again, layered pieces that I have cut out from the 4x6s, the 4x4s, the 3x4s, all the things. Well, the one that has the label on it, the label had just the back end of an arrow, so I'm going to cover it up with a full arrow. And then it also said good stuff. Well, my other stacked piece that's up at the top of my layout also says the good stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and just replace what is said in one of them with another tiny word that came in the collection, and it says very important. I don't know why this is very important. It actually just makes me smile, like the title says, smile. But I'm just going to take it because I already had the very important it was already a sticker. So there you go. That's what I'm going to do. I am going to pop up some of these pieces because I feel like elevating things and giving it different dimension also adds to the simplicity of a layout, but it also makes it look like it's very complex. It makes it look like I put a lot of work into doing this page, when really the designer did all the work for me. The designer did all these layers and pieces and things. I just really layered a few more pieces on top so that way I could change a few things around. For the record was a word bubble. I'm not a big word bubble fan. I think I just said that in my last video as well. So I went ahead and just cut off that little tail, and now I have this cool little, I don't know, it could be the title. Smile could be the title. Very important could be the title, but I don't think this is very important. It's just very fun. And then the good stuff could be a subtitle. I mean, who knows what I'm thinking on any of these or what my title will be. I just think it's very fun. I also had a little heart sticker to where I could cover up where the very important sticker covered up part of my heart. Did I need to do that? Probably not. But I just wanted to basically refill in that heart. Could I have cut it off and not even had a heart there? Absolutely. Would Janet have been upset? Absolutely, because I need to use the hearts. But then I realized that some of these pieces have stars on them. You know, some of the little layers had stars in them. And so that made me very happy as well. But I've got all my little hearts. I'm just seeing if I need to add some more tiny word stickers. And I like this one that says true story. Not that there's anything going on with it, but yeah, it's a true story. I can have fun sometimes. I'm not always very serious. But anyways, that is my layout for today. I absolutely love it. And again, the designer deep dive was just a great refresher to pull out your older simple stories and give them a try. You do not need a lot of embellishments to go with these because they're all included in the papers, and especially if you guys don't want the bulk of in your layouts, and everything is flat because it's all made out of paper. You just have to spend a few minutes to fussy cut, And I had a blast. I really, really did, just of this awesome reminder. All right, you guys, don't forget to check out everyone else that is playing along with Designer Deep Dive, as well as Janet Fritz to see what she is doing today. If she has a video, I believe she's playing along with Designer Deep Dive as well. So she is Galaxy Girl Creations here on YouTube if you want to go check her out. Again, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really, truly appreciate it when you guys come and check me out and see what I've got going on my channel. All right, again, thank you, and I'll check y'all later. Bye.